Parish President's remarks report. Mr. Jewell.
Thank you, Chairwoman. First, I think they left, but I just wanted to congratulate our St. Charles Parish Hospital for the achievement of the leapfrog grade A. I know we heard about that in our last council meeting, but the hospital made it official last week by posting it out to the public that it was that they've done that. So before that, we weren't even a hospital that was graded, and now we have a better grade than Ochsner Kenner, Ochsner Main Campus, Toro Infirmary in New Orleans. Very proud of what Ochsner has achieved during the short time that they have been operating our hospital, and we appreciate their commitment to St. Charles Parish. Okay, back to Hurricane Ida recovery. We'll try to keep this as brief as possible, but as of this morning, we have collected 1,051,952 cubic yards of debris. The state has collected roughly 175,000 cubic yards of debris on state roads, so putting us closer to that 1.25 million. I would say that they still have a little ways to go on getting the state roads clear, and we've been working with the DOTD contractor, Cycle Construction, to make sure that happens. You may have seen that St. Charles Parish actually started picking up the commercial debris on state roads, and we did that with a cooperative endeavor agreement with the state to get reimbursed for their portion. I'll tell you that I think that the parish should be responsible for picking that up in the future because it was just a little bit of a headache to have to go through all the extra paperwork, and I think the DOTD should stick to just picking up debris along the interstate. We're asking all the residents to put out their debris curbside by December 5th. We're just trying to get a date that people, kind of a deadline for people to put that debris out. And we'll try to make another pass before the end of the year to kind of finalize our debris collection before we go ahead and start trying to close out our streets. We do know that there are a lot of residents who are still working with their insurance providers, and that might delay them in starting their remodel and things like that. So we will make another assessment at the end of the year to see if we need to retain DRC to continue picking up stuff. But we really want to try to put a cap on this and kind of finalize it. So we're asking residents again, December 5th, to put out their debris. Over in parks, many of our parks remain closed for public safety. I'll tell you that one of the biggest concerns at most of our parks is the lighting. A lot of poles are leaning, a lot of fixtures may be hanging on, and of course, just like everybody else, the parish is having trouble with its insurance provider in getting things done. And what we're finding is that the poles and the fixtures are severely delayed in getting this. Obviously, Entergy bought up a lot of those poles, and those fixtures, a lot of their pieces come from overseas. So it is a delay in getting them in. But we're working as fast as possible to get our parks open for our residents to enjoy them. Additionally, we will facilitate basketball this year. I know that was a question that a lot of residents had, but we are going to be opening up registration very soon here, and we are working to evaluate the needs of our parks again to try to facilitate baseball in the spring. But we will come back with more than that. We're happy that we're going to be able to facilitate basketball along with using the school gyms to give our kids some sense of normalcy after Hurricane Ida. Trailers. We want to remind residents who are waiting for trailers or have questions about the status of their trailer, they need to contact the state or FEMA. Unfortunately, the parish is not facilitating this program, and we do not have the information that our residents need. We do not have access to those lists. We're not able to prioritize anybody on the list, and there is a process that the state goes through. So I can't see who's been approved. We do try to inquire and work with them on a day-to-day basis to help get these trailers out. I believe we've done everything that we can to stay out of their way to help facilitate that, and we're going to continue to work with them to try to get those trailers out as fast as possible, including getting trailers out to our group site. The roads program before Hurricane Ida made landfall, We had made significant progress on our federal roads program. This week, we will be starting on our separate roads program. The federal program should now be complete, so they'll be completing roads before the end of the year. I think it's 11 more roads. 11 more roads before the end of the year. The Senior Christmas Social will be held on Thursday, December 2nd. This year from 11:30 to 1 p.m. at the Edward A. Dufresne Community Center. All seniors are invited to attend. This year we will offer heavy hors d'oeuvres and cookies, beanbag baseball, a turkey gift certificate like we did last year, and I believe Santa will be making an appearance. So we look forward and we invite everybody, our council and our seniors, to come to this event on December 2nd from 11:30 to 1 p.m. at the Edward A. Dufresne Community Center. The RSVP toy and gift drive will be on Saturday, December 11th, and we will be open to all children in the parish, ages 2 to 16. After the devastation left by Hurricane Ida, we wanted to allow for any child in the parish to have the opportunity to have a gift this year. We're extremely thankful to our partner and extremely thankful this year to partner with Toys for Tots, who is making a significant contribution in allowing us to do this year. Additionally, I'd like to mention that mention our other partners who are Valero, the United Way of St. Charles, the Times-Picayune, the Times-Picayune Ball and Toy Fund, who consistently support this event, as well as our RSVP volunteers who are always there to help work this event. And lastly, job fair. We're going to be doing a job fair. Our human resources team will be hosting this job fair tomorrow at the East Bank Regional Library from 5 to 7 p.m. And we have openings for animal control officers, carpenters, equipment operators, grass cutters, groundkeepers, laborers, and shop mechanic helpers. St. Charles Parish offers comprehensive benefits, so we ask for anybody interested in applying for a job at St. Charles Parish to attend our job fair at the East Bank Regional Library tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. And that's it for my report.
Ms. Perrier.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thanks for the report, President Jewell. I know you don't have a list of who's applied, but do we happen to know how many have applied for trailers?
Is Joe in the audience?
I'm just curious as to where the number came from as to why we have the amount we do. Is it maybe based on who's applied? I'm hoping it is.
Yes. So originally FEMA was believing that we were going to need about 250 to 300 trailers, which I was telling them I thought that was low just from the sheer amount of damage that we saw from our own windshield assessment. Mm-hmm. But this number, so we have two systems working concurrently. You have the state and then you have FEMA. Right. So FEMA is putting out trailers. I think the last ones I saw, I think they had only licensed in about 2 trailers into the parish, meaning they've handed over the keys, but they had several in progress. And as of last week, and I haven't seen the updated numbers yet for today, but there were over 60 trailers that had gone out from the state. Now, we've been working on our group site to help for our people who are renters, and that should be operational this week. We actually worked closely with the state and got this group site up, and we will have this group site up and running a lot quicker than the state would have been able to, and for a lot cheaper. But the number of trailers is based off of the number of applications and the number of people who qualify because of the damage to their homes.
Okay.
And it may end up being around 500 to 600 or 700.
Maybe more than we have, which I didn't want to see them go to waste. You know, I hoped that they were applying.
It is very painful to see them sitting where they're sitting and not being going out to.
I know. But
there is a process. There's the application, then the home is inspected, and then the trailer has to be disinfected for COVID, and then the trailer is set up. Then the trailer is inspected, and then the keys are handed over. So it is a process.
Yeah, I know that on the parish side, we've done everything we could do to facilitate what we can. So